Lawmakers will soon head back to Washington to scrutinize problems hitting the post office. The move comes after the U.S. Postal Service warned states that mail-in votes are in jeopardy of disqualification because of lags in service. Democrats want USPS leadership to answer questions about new policies, such as removing high-speed mail sorting machines and no longer considering election mail a priority.
We may believe that they're doing it to try to undermine an election.
If they take out the over 600 processing machines, sorting machines that they want to take out, that could hamper our ability to get it done.
At the same time, President Trump says he opposes billions in funding to help the agency manage a flood of mail-in votes. The president says he isn't trying to limit the agency, but instead hopes to rebuild it. Now, all of this has local election officials concerned. KCTV5's Leslie Aguilar is live with what you need to know if you don't feel comfortable voting in person on Election Day. Leslie?
Brad, right now, election officials on both sides of the state line have the same advice. Get your mail-in voting applications in early so that you can get them in the mail early to send your ballot in. The Wyandotte County Elections Office received more than 11,000 applications for advanced voting ballots, aka mail-in ballots, for the August primary. That's more than double the usual amount, and even more are expected for November, which is why delays at the post office concern election officials.
I fully expect that there will be problems, but that's where I say voters have to be wise and make sure they request their ballot early so that they have the opportunity to receive it as early as they can get it and return it.
County Election Commissioner Bruce Newby says he would prefer voters vote by mail to decrease the risk of COVID-19 for his election workers, whose average age is 72.
If voters will vote by mail, that means I'm not going to have huge numbers of people trying to jump into a polling place on Election Day.
In Kansas, all you need to do is fill out this form. The ballot will come to you in the mail starting 20 days before Election Day. You can drop it off at a polling place or your election office or mail it back. It must be postmarked on or before November 3rd and received by the election office by the following Friday, which is why Brittany Connor and her mother came by to get their application in early.
I think that, it's almost like they're trying to downplay the votes of the people who are actually those that need to get out and vote. So the people in the inner city, those who voices matter, but they don't feel like it. So I feel like they're trying to oppress us just a little.
Both women are urging everyone they know to register to vote and get their advanced voting application in ASAP.
It is insane that at this time they want to play with the post office. Both of my parents are retired postal workers, and for the mail to be backed up the way that it is, they said that it's unheard of.
Now, this is the application for advanced voting in Wyandotte County. You can get online and print it out, or you can request that they send it to you. That process is the same for all counties in Kansas. Now, the mail-in voting process on the Missouri side is a little bit more complicated. I'll have those details coming up at 6 o'clock. Reporting live, Leslie Aguilar, KCTV 5 News.
Thanks, Leslie.